Yesterday I had a shoot and it was 90, 95, almost 100 degrees, nice and sunny, pretty hot, relatively speaking. Now, this evening I have another shoot and it might rain. It's kind of a bummer. It hasn't rained in quite a while, so it's kind of a bummer. It's not like 100% chance of rain, but there's still a high chance of rain, which kind of sucks. So hopefully all goes well. It's at a restaurant, it's at a pizza place. It's on the top kind of roof terrace. You know, they have the whole top part booked out. But if it rains, that's gonna be a bummer for everyone. So fingers crossed, no rain. But in the meantime, let me show you what I am taking. It's just an hour, but it's a hybrid shoot, so I'm gonna be juggling photo video. But nothing too major. It's not one of these 2 to 3 to 4 hour ones that I do where I have to bring like multiple cameras and stuff and like a bunch of. It's not that huge. It's, you know, something small, relatively intimate, just kind of little baby shower, baby shower kind of deal. Yeah, let me show you what's in the bag real quick. All right, so first thing we have is the R6 with the 24 to 105 f4, my 50, my 17 to, was it 35? 17 to 40 f4, got one flash, got this Godox dome diffuser. I said I'm not taking multiple cameras, but I am taking the GoPro. One, I'm gonna use it to kind of vlog a little bit there, but I'm also gonna set this up for a couple of time lapses, if I can. Got mic, and then I'm probably gonna take the Rode Wireless Go on here that I'm using for right now, just in case. Plus, I'm probably gonna be vlogging a little bit, hopefully. Then I got some spare batteries and such, and cards and stuff are in there. So nothing too dramatic, really. This is kind of the least amount of stuff I've taken for a hybrid shoot in a while. I'm only taking the little tiny tripod, this one here, just in case I can't find a spot to just set the GoPro to run for a couple time lapses. Plus it just kind of helps it stand out a little bit more, and it's really light, so no big deal. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of all I'm taking. I say all, it's still a big bag, still heavy, but I don't know what kind of space I'm gonna have to work with, so I don't wanna have a bunch of gear laying out if I'm not gonna have that much space. Because usually when I shoot these restaurants that have the private event spaces or rooftops, I have no space to set up anything, so I wanna make sure, you know, if a worst case scenario, I can just run back and forth to my car if I have to and leave the bag in there. In the meantime, I have 4 rolls of film that I have to get through. I have them developed, they're hanging to dry, or they've been hanging to dry for a couple days now, but I want to chop them up into the sections I have them for scanning, and I want to put them in a magazine, so 1 magazine each, 4 magazines, and then kind of press them under some pressure for, I guess, the next day or 2, while I take care of shoots, do other things that I have to go do, before I come back and am at a spot where I can sit down and let them scan while I'm doing other work stuff. Because typically that's kind of how I've been running my film scans, is I'll let the scanner do all the work that it needs to do, and while that's going, I'll have it up on the screen, and I'll be doing other work like photo work or design work or emails or anything like that, just so I can kind of multitask. Because get to a point to where I'm doing so much film that I don't want to set up all the things to scan, and that just makes it a lot easier to kind of juggle things and get several things done at once, as opposed to doing it all, you know, photo scanning with a DSLR or mirrorless or a camera, you know what I mean? Anyway, I want to try to get that taken care of, but there's so much housework and stuff we got to do. It's just chill, but not so chill, relaxing Sunday. The weather is not helping. The gray and the overcast. I just want to like take a nap. Anything but do, well, anything. So far, it looks like I'll be okay. I think the rain chances kind of disappeared for the most part, but that could always change. I'm about to head out, and I really hope it doesn't start to rain or anything like that this evening. If it stays like this should be perfect, especially if it's decently lit, which I don't think it is, but you know, could always hope. But yeah, that's the plan right now, is just to go to work somewhere else as opposed to here. You know what I mean? I don't know if you do, but if you do, cool. I was gone for like 2 hours, and this guy right here has not moved from my chair the whole time. Do you believe that? That flew by so quick. This is really all I ended up using, the R6 with the 24 to 105 f4 lens. I flipped back and forth between stabilization off and on, off for photos, on for video, and I think it did a pretty good job. I've done that before. I've gotten a little bit better at it. Sometimes on my previous shoots, I would forget to switch, and then I'd have to go in and warp stabilize some of the footage, which isn't bad. I don't like using warp stabilizer if I don't have to, but when I do, I only push it to about 110% size at the most, and the results look pretty good. But yeah, this is pretty much the only thing I ended up using as far as kit goes. I use my GoPro for some time-lapse stuff, but for the most part, just this and a flash, swapping between video and photo mode with the dial real quick. Ended up working out perfectly. Somehow ended up with what I would normally shoot in a 2 to 4 or 2 to 3 hour gig. I ended up shooting just in this 1 hour. And I didn't even stay over or anything like that. It would just, I don't know, something about this evening was kind of nice. It worked out really well. So yeah. Time to do the photos, time to do the video. That's another time. I'm just gonna get everything uploaded to Dropbox so I can kind of work on it on whatever machine I want to. So for now, goodbye. Yeah, I need to talk about this kit and why I use it the most. So we might have to do that sometime in the near future. And I also have to talk about a few other things film-wise. But for now, I gotta go. It's getting late. I gotta do other things. I will see you soon. Like, share, subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't care. You do you. Okay, bye. He was totally behind me this whole time. See that? Look at that. Look at that smug cat.